Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. This is the very first video of 2026. Before we start, I just want to wish you Happy New Year. Hope you all stay safe. The main reason why I wanted to make this video is I'm aware a lot of people will start their decal or t-shirt business, and in this video I want to share a few things that we have learned in 2025 so that 2026 will be a lot easier for you if you are about to get started in this kind of business. So let's get started with this episode. When you're just getting started, it can be a real challenge coming up with logo or design ideas, especially if the customer doesn't have a clue of what he's looking for. Sometimes you may get lucky and they will have a paper with a drawing, or they can also send you a sample of something they have seen on the web, but you just gotta be really careful with that. Do not use the exact same logo because you can get in trouble. But there's an option if you have a challenge designing logos or things like that. It is www.freepik.com. It is not free and we're not sponsored by it, but it might be worth the investment, especially if you use it to create flyers, business cards, logos. There are so many different options for logos, landscaping, painting, construction, all kinds of different designs that they offer. And the best thing is that they come ready. They already vector, so that's a great option. And in case you are wondering about the prices for Freepik, they have 4 different options. The Essential, which is $5.75 a month. And the second one is the one we currently have, which is about $12 a month, so a little bit over $140, and other more expensive options. But I think this one, the premium, is just perfect, at least for us, because we use it, like I mentioned, to create business cards, flyers, and other things. The next thing I want to share with you guys is probably my favorite tool for 2025, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's also for 2026. And of course, I'm talking about ChatGPT, and we've been using it for a few months and I totally love it. The other day, I got a text message from one of our customers. He was looking for a design like this, very simple, just letters. And the idea was he was going to provide the shirts and I was just going to apply the letters using heat transfer vinyl. So I went to the computer to try to find something very similar, and I only spent a few minutes, and then I came to realize that I could use ChatGPT to create something like that. And I'm going to show you in a minute how I did it, but that's not the only way how we use ChatGPT. Again, we use it to create websites, to create logos from zero, which is probably not the best tool to do that, but I mean, it's an option. And the second one is, or the third one is to fix logos. I mean, you can pretty much do anything, as you are about to see. Let's go to ChatGPT. We are using the 5.2 version. This is the paid version. Remember that we use it for all kinds of different things, creating websites. I already typed in what I want. This is what I typed in. Can you make something similar, same font and design, but with this name instead? Mariana, gold color letters on white background, high resolution, 5,000 by 5,000. This is the original image. First, I'm gonna go and copy whatever I typed in, and then I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT, paste, and for some reason I get this little screen. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna go to Facebook and then make a copy of the actual image that I'm gonna use and just bring it over here to ChatGPT, if I can do it. It may take a few minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and send it and see what we get. This is the first time I do something like this, like using an actual, just a font with little details like that, like the little heart and things. By the way, guys, this is a paid version of this ChatGPT and we're not getting paid. I know it's a little pricey. Right now you can get it for like around $20 a month. But as we've mentioned in the past, if you use it to create different things like websites and things like that, I think it's totally worth the investment. For us, it is. But if we were only making this, like the designs and stuff, probably wouldn't be worth it right now. Maybe at summertime, I'm pretty sure we're gonna use it more. So maybe by then it will be worth it. But look at that. This is what we get. So this is the original Magali, and then this is the new name. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna go ahead and I actually clicked on it and then copy image. And the reason why I wanted like a white background is so we could make a good contrast. And I'm gonna go back to CorelDRAW. I'm gonna move whatever I typed in, and then bring the image that I just copied, and then I'm gonna go to arrange, actually not arrange, but bitmaps, outline trace, and clip art. The reason I didn't want to look for the font, I don't have it, I don't even know, I've never used it, and I just wanted to take advantage of this technology, and this is the reason why we make these videos, because I want you guys to take advantage of that too. You can use it for good or for bad. We try to use it for good, but I'm aware that some people might not use it for good, like the technology and stuff. But I guess it's up to everyone. For some reason I am seeing pixels, but I can change that here. I'm gonna go to inches, and then I'm gonna go back to view, and then I'm gonna go to enhanced, and then I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna get rid of the inside, and hopefully I didn't miss any, but I'm gonna highlight. By the way, this is the vector image, in case you're not familiar with that. If you zoom in, you can see like the pixels like we did before. But if you look at the vector image, actually there's another way on how to do that. I know I've shown you this before, but in case you are new or just getting started in this kind of business, I want you guys to get a better idea what a vector image is, and why sometimes if you try to send this to your vinyl cutter, which we did when we first started, we weren't able to get anything. It's just like the little square. This is all your vinyl cutter might be able to read, the rectangle or square, but you need the inside of it, which is the letters, and this is how you can tell when you actually have a vector image. Like you can see the lines, and I'm gonna go back to view and then enhanced, and now we are good. We could actually send this to the vinyl cutter, but I'm going to give it a different color and see if anything changes. I think we are good like that. I'm gonna, actually I highlighted the whole, like the letters or the name, and then from there I'm gonna go to arrange, and then I'm gonna go to shaping and weld. I actually have a shortcut here, which I didn't use, but in case you don't know where to find it. And here I can probably fix this. I'm gonna click on the letters or the font, and then I'm gonna go to shape tool, and then from here I can just like modify it. I can delete this node and see what happens if we do. I mean, there's no really need for me to do all of that. It's a lot of time invested into like small details that might not even able to see. But if you are a perfectionist, you can do that if you want. And yeah, just like that. Now I need to do the same thing, but with different names. I'm gonna see if I can just ask ChatGPT to replicate the same, but with different names. I'm gonna type them in. Another option would have been just go to Font Squirrel or different types of free fonts that you can just look for, and you will get, or you might be able to find the exact font, but I didn't want to spend much time going through that. So that's why, or that is the reason why I decided to use ChatGPT. And since, like I said, we pay for it, I just wanted to make sure that I use it often, so it's worth our investment. And now I have the actual image, and I think I made it a little bit bigger than previously. I'm gonna go back to bitmaps and basically repeat the same step. Just vector the images and see what we get. They look good. I'm gonna move the actual vector images, and then I'm gonna separate them because they are all combined. This is what happens if I give it color, or if I weld them, this will disappear, the inside of them. So I'm gonna go a step back, and then I'm gonna go to arrange, and then just break apart every single piece of the design, like the inside the letters and things like that. I have to delete those. And I'm gonna have to double check with this name. I mean, this one might be Christina, but I will ask them once I send them the mockups, just to make sure that I have the right information. And then I'm gonna click and see they are a little bit like 8 inches, but maybe I should check the height, which is 3 inches tall. I'm gonna make the same for the one we made first, and place it on top and see. And I'm going to send them like a mock-up of all the names and see if they are happy with like the way they look. And I know that they are gonna go on a light blue garment. And I think the letters, they want them to be, they said either do gold color or some kind of, or white. So I'm going to make them all gold color, and then I'm gonna make a little sample with different color. This is probably, well, this is according to the software, this is the, I think this is gold color. Might be mistaken, but yeah, I think that's gold. And then I'm gonna make a copy of those same names, and then I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, and then move the names a little bit to the right, and then make them blue. I might have to check on the color of the garment, might be a little bit like a different blue, but I'm gonna go check and see. Now, if you're looking for a place to download fonts, just be very careful though. Some of them will cost you money, some of them are free. They have different terms for use. Just make sure to pay attention to all of those details. But this is the first option. We really love this website. It is www.fontsquirrel.com. They have an option where you can upload an image of the font that you're looking for, and if you get lucky, you will find the exact match. Now, the second option for different fonts is thefont.com. This is another great option. You can find all kinds of different fonts if you are familiar with their names. Although we try to use fonts that are very easy to read, like we try to use Arial, sometimes we would use Impact, fonts like that are very easy to read and to weed out when working, especially with small designs. And this is it for today's video. As always, thank you for your support. Remember, if you need to get any materials or equipment, just get them through the links in the description of the video. We will really appreciate it. See you guys until the next one. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.